Hello class. So welcome back to your next lecture or the second lecture in your certificate course. In the last lecture we have seen the introduction for the vermicomposting and the vermiculture. We have seen that what is vermicomposting and what is vermiculture. Okay. In today's class we are going to see the external morphology of worms. Whatever worms we are using in this vermicomposting, हे worms काय असतात and how they look like we are going to see in this class. Okay, so we have seen that ki most of the time all the time we are using earthworms, right? आपण earthwormचा यूज करतो आहे फॉर द वर्मिकल्चर और द वर्मिकम्पोस्टिंग. ठीक आहे. आता मग हे एव्हरीवन इज फेमिलियर विथ द अर्थवर्म. सगळ्यांना अर्थवर्म्स माहिती आहेत, हाऊ दे लुक लाईक सगळ्यांनी बघितलेली आहेत. ओके, बट वी डोंट ऑब्झर्व द ॲनिमल्स अकॉर्डिंग देअर अनाटॉमी. ज्याची जो कसा दिसतो, ते सेगमेंट्स कसे आहेत, प्रत्येक सेगमेंटचे काय फंक्शन आहे किंवा कोणता ऑर्गन कोणत्या सेगमेंट्सला आहे. We don't observe these things. Okay, so in today's class we are going to see the external morphology of earthworm, how the earthworm they are look like. Okay, so see here. Now first we will go through the classification of earthworms. Okay, so everyone knows it is because of the animals that belongs into the kingdom Animalia. Then we are phylum will be the phylum Annelida because they are segmentive animals. The segments are present in case of earthworms, and that's why all the segmentive animals, those animals they are having segments. त्याच्यामध्ये segments body segmented आहे ते सगळे animals they belong into the phylum Annelida. Then their class will be the Clitellea because clitellum is present. Clitellum is present for the cocoon formation, and that's why that animal belongs into the class Clitellea or the Clitellata. Then family Lumbricoideae because the animals they are having moist, and order Haplotaxida. The genus will be the Lumbricus, and there are different species. Okay, there are different species, they come under to the genus Lumbricus, and the most of the time we are using the Terrestrius. This Terrestrius जी काही species आहे earthwormची we are using for the vermiculture. So this is about the classification. सेगमेंट ॲनिमल म्हटलं कुठले असेल, लीच असेल, अर्थवर्म असेल, डेझीज असेल, these all animals they are having the phylum Annelida. Annelidaचं मेन डिस्टिंक्टिव्ह फीचर तेच आहे की ते जे काही ॲनिमल्स त्या फायलम मध्ये बिलॉंग करतात they all are having segments. Now see where they live. ते कुठे राहतात. ओके, त्यांचं वास्तव्य कुठे असतं, where they exist. So the worms or the earthworms they eat the soil. Everyone know कि they will eat the soil, they will eat the microflora from the soil. So the worms they will eat the soil, and it goes on eating the soil progressive downwards the organic content which are digested and absorbed in the gut, while the residual soil is discharged by the anus and the opening of the burrow as the castings. So you can see most of the animals, most of the worms you can find onto the moist places. जिथे ओलावा असेल, when there is a moist you can find the worms over there. तिथे places moist असतात, तिथे ओलावा टिकून धरलेला असतो, तिथे हे earthworm you can find. तुम्हाला कधी if you are observed you can see near the water places. म्हणजे तुमच्या घरातला हौद असेल, पाण्याची टाकी असेल, त्याच्या खाली त्याच्या तळाशी तुम्हाला ते दिसतात, तिथे राहतात कारण दे रिक्वायर द मॉइस्ट प्लेसेस. इन केस ऑफ सॉइल अर्थवर्म काय करतात की जे काही मायक्रोफ्लोरा आहे फ्रॉम द सॉइल they will eat soil, and whatever content they require they will digest that food, and remaining soil will be removed from the body, and these as they are burrowing into the soil ते सॉइल मध्ये बिल्ड करून राहतात किंवा सॉइल मध्ये लपून राहतात, आणि त्या एका कॉलनीला द कॉलनी which live into the soil is called as a worm casting. तिथे ते एकत्र राहतात. You can find in the bunch तुम्हाला ते एक बंच सारखं असतं दिसतं वर्म मध्ये, ते एकमेकांमध्ये गुंडाळलेले असतात आणि they are in the bunch. These are the worm casting. If you see the morphology of earthworm, you can see over here from the protostomium to the anus. The body is from prostomium to the anus. The body is completely segmented. You can find these segments from 4 segments to the segment of anus. The body is completely segmented. त्याच्यामध्ये खूप सारे infinite numbers of segments they can be found in case of earthworm. So we all know that the earthworm they are reddish brown in color and they are terrestrial invertebrates. Earthworms they are reddish brown in color and they are terrestrial invertebrates and they inhabit the upper layer of the moist soils. They don't live inside the soil. They live at the upper level of the soils. They require oxygen again for the food digestion, and these for the oxygen they are living to the upper layer of the soil. During the daytime they live in the burrows made by the boring and swallowing the soil. During the daytime दिवसाला they will residing to the they will make the holes. ते छिद्र करतात आणि किंवा बीळ करतात आणि ते बिळामध्ये राहतात आणि किंवा they will engulf or they will swallow the soils. In the gardens or in the farms, you can say, they can be traced by their fecal deposit known as worm castings. The soil which is removed after digestion by the earthworm, and that is the worm castings. We can find की जिथे गुळगुळीत soil असेल, जिथे soft माती असेल, we can find की तिथे earthworm हे आहेत. The common Indian earthworms are the Pheretima and the Lumbricus. Okay, these are two earthworms. Pheretima, a general earthworm you can find everywhere in India. So the two main earthworms they are found onto the Indian region. It will be the Pheretima and the Lumbricus. In the external morphology, you can see the earthworms they are having a long, लंबी आहे आणि cylindrical आहे, गोलाकार body आहे. Okay, you can find you can see the round shape kind of segments. You can see here. Okay, so the body is long, cylindrical and divided into the 100 short segments. There are more than 100 segments can be found onto the single earthworm. The dorsal surface of the body is marked by the mid-dorsal line, which are having the blood vessels and the longitudinal axis of the body. So this is the dorsal surface. This is the ventral surface. डॉर्सल म्हणजे वरचा भाग, व्हेंट्रल म्हणजे खालचा भाग, बॉडीचा खालचा भाग जो असतो त्याला व्हेंट्रल सर्फेस म्हणतात. and the upper surface it with the dorsal part. The dorsal surface is marked by the dark median dorsal midline. You can see here the midline. You can see here the midline goes from the prostomium to the anus. So when you are seeing the earthworm, suppose वरती अशी mid dorsal line दिसली, then you can say that this is a dorsal surface. The ventral surface is distinguished by the presence of genital openings. We all know that annelidas they are hermaphrodite animals. Both the sexes they are present in single animal. Both male reproductive parts and the female reproductive parts they are present in same animals. You can see on the ventral surface of the body there are the presence of genital openings for the male and the female reproductive organs respectively. Anterior end consists of the mouth and the prostomium. Anterior end is consists of the mouth and the prostomium. You can see here a lobe which serves as a covering for the mouth as the wedges to force upon cracks of soil which earthworm may be crawl. Then the prostomium is the sensory organ, or they are the sensory organs for the functions. Then they are having clitellum. The clitellum, the first body segment is called as a peristomium, which consists of mouth and the buccal cavity. or it's also called buccal segments, which are having mouth. In the mature worm, there are 14 to 16 segments. They are covered. 14 and 16 segment is covered by prominent dark band of glandular tissues called clitellum. 14 ते 16वा जो सेगमेंट आहे 14 to 16 सेगमेंट, तिथे काय आहे की the tissue, the glandular tissue covered, and that the parts is get the swallow. You can see हा थोडासा फुगीर पार्ट बनतो. Here you can see this is the peristemium part. हा जो काय आहे this is the peristemium part, and you can see over here on the 14 segments there is a solemn part. ते थोडासा फुगीर झालेला भाग तुम्हाला दिसतो because there is a presence of glandular tissue, dark permanent glandular tissues. They are present, and that because of the presence of tissues, the parts get little bit swollen. तो थोडासा फुगलेला दिसतो. का बरं अगेन त्यात, आणि तो जो काही पार्ट आहे, जो काही क्लायटेलमचा पार्ट आहे, दे सिक्रेट्स म्युकस and albumin for the formation of cocoon. When there is a mating of the male and female or after fertilization, जे काही cocoon form होतात, जे काही new eggs form होतात, they will be all stored into the clitellum, and then there is a formation of cocoons or the egg capsules. So the fertilization is occurs under the part of clitellum. Okay, then the body again divisible into three prominent regions. एक आहे preclitellar, इथे सॉरी इथे डी झालेले पण इथे preclitellar, then clitellar and postclitellar. This will be the preclitellar, this region is the clitellar, आणि हा काही जो पार्ट आहे from clitellar towards the anus, it will be the postclitellar. Okay, then they are having setae. If you have seen the earthworm, you can see they are having in each body segments फक्त पहिला आणि शेवटचा, each body segments except the first and the last segments and the clitellum part. Clitellumचा part, first segments and the last segments. There are rows and numbers of S-shaped setae they are present, which are embedded into the epidermal pits of the middle of the each segments. जिथे हा suppose you can see here, okay, you can see these two segments, okay, या segmentच्या यामध्ये इथे S शेपचे सीटे प्रेझेंट असतात. या सपोज हा एक सेगमेंट झाला आणि हा एक सेगमेंट झाला, याच्यामध्ये यू कॅन सी इन दिस पार्ट इज द प्रेझेन्स ऑफ सीटे, ओके, विच आर एम्बेडेड, ते इमर्ज झालेले असतात टू द इपिडर्मल पीट्स मध्ये. ती जी काही इपिडर्मल लेयर आहे त्यामध्ये ते इमर्ज झालेले असतात. and these setae they can be extended or retracted, same like जसे तुमच्या muscle they get contract and they get relax again, like this ते काय करतात, they get stretch आणि they get retract, ते वाढतात पण, ओके, आणि त्यांची जी लेंथ आहे ती कमीही होते. and that's why with the help of setae the earthworm locomote, they move with the help of these setae, कारण त्या सीटेमध्ये they are having the capacity to extended and retracted, ते लांब जातात आणि they will again retreat, ते परत ते वापस येतात, आणि त्याच्यामुळे काय होतं की ती बॉडी इट स्टार्ट्स टू मूव और द बॉडी हेल्प टू मूव फॉरवर्ड. Then there is the presence of apertures. There are 4 pairs of spermatical apertures are situated on the ventrolateral sides of intersegmental grooves, that is from the 5th to 9th segments. You can see the numbers over here, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Okay, here 5th to 10 segments. Okay, there is the presence of spermatical pores. Here you can see this here. 1, 2, 3 आणि 4. These are the four pairs. एक इकडनं असणार, एक इकडनं असणार. Okay, so the four pairs आहेत ते. So the four pairs of spermatical apertures are present from 5 to 10 segments. Okay, then a single female genital pore present onto the mid-ventral line of the 40 segments. There are openings for the male systems and the female reproductive systems. Female are having their separate genital pore and the male system they are having separate genital pore. Then there are presence of 17 pairs of nephridias. 17 pairs of nephridia. Plural form it will be the nephridia and the singular form it will be the nephridium. जेव्हा आपण एकवचनी म्हणतो it will be the nephridium and जेव्हा आपण अनेकवचनी म्हणतो it will be the nephridia. So there are 17 pairs of nephridia are present and these nephridia are having nephridopores and these nephridopores they are the excretory organs. The excretion is done with the help of nephridia. Okay, whatever excreted products they are removed from the body with the help of nephridia. Again, they are having segments. Okay, so the anterior ends consist of mouth and the prostomium. A lobe which serves as a covering for the mouth and as a wedge to the force upon crack into soil which the earthworm may crawl. आता पहिला जो काय आहे ते आहे माउथ आहे आणि त्याला काय म्हणतो आपण प्रोस्टोमियम. प्रोस्टोमियम इज कन्सिस्ट ऑफ बक्कल कॅव्हिटी अँड द माउथ. ओके, तिथनं अगेन एक लोब निघतो विच सर्व्स द कव्हरिंग फॉर द माउथ. माउथ हे कव्हर करतो आणि ते कव्हर झालेले त्याचे काही जे एजेस आहेत त्याचे काही जे कोपरे आहेत ते कोपऱ्याला ते फोर्स करतात टू एंगल्फ द सॉइल आणि they may burrow into the soil. So mouth is very strong to make the digs, or you can say the mouth will be helping the animal for burrowing the soil. Then the prostomium is sensory in function. The first body segment is called as peristomium, which contains the mouth. In a mature worm, there are 49 segments are covered by the dark band. It's called as the clitellum. And thus the body is divided into three parts. एकदा आहे pre-clitellar, post-clitellar and the post-clitellar segments. Every segments they are having their own functions. की प्रत्येक वेळेसच the openings असेल. If there are the openings for the male and female genital openings, they are having their specific numbers. On the 14th to 16th, they are having the clitellum for the fertilizations. Every segments they are having their specific roles. That's why they are having segments, and segments itself play a very functional role in case of the metabolic activity of the animals. This is about the general morphology of earthworm. In next class we are going to see the digestive systems and how the digestion occurs in case of earthworm. I'll see you in the next class.